Okay, ladies and gents, it is your favorite Asian robot here again, and today we're going to be talking about the Molten Edict. We've done some extensive testing this morning on it, and we have some good feedback for you. We actually came up with two builds, and these two builds are... Oh, sorry, there's a slight error here. This is wrong. It's supposed to be... Well, so sorry about that. Anyway, we've come up with two builds for you. One is a slightly modified build of Wavy's, and the other one is actually Wavy's hammer build, which I haven't released yet, but will release later. So let's talk about the Half-Life version first. Starting with the Molten Edict, you've got your Rage Cell, Cascade, and your mod is Extended Clip. Okay? Your helmet is Tragic Echo with a Discipline Cell. You've got your Core of Ice with an Overpower Cell. And you've got your Time Weave Gauntlets. Now, I have that Aether Surge. This guy got no Aether Hearts. But it will have +3 Overpower and with a Wild Frenzy cell. And last but not least is your Chrono Treads with Pulse. Okay, and your Lantern is going to be Ember Mains with a Cascade cell. Okay, overall what this build will give you, this is the Half-Life version, is +6 Cascade, +6 Pulse, +6 Rage, +6 Overpower. Mine says +5 only because I haven't Aether Surged the Time Weave Gauntlets. But you also get 3 Berserker from the Molten Edict, +3 Discipline, +3 Wild Frenzy for attack speed, and +3 Fortress to stop you from getting snickerdoodled on that first hit, because this version has no health regeneration included. I considered putting in Parasitic, but honestly, if you're going to go Half-Life, you should be dodging pretty much everything anyway. So this is the Half-Life version that I worked on. So the only survivability you've got is Fortress and Cascade, so don't take hits if you want to do this version, but it is fairly strong. And the other thing that you could do is, if you want to completely forsake defense, okay, you can take this out, put in Light's Virtue, okay, put your Cascade cell in here. I'm just going to show you how to modify it, right? And then you can put in the Cunning cell up here. And you would end up with 6 Cunning, 6 Pulse, 6 Cascade, 6 Rage, 3 Berserker, 3 Discipline, Wild Frenzy, and +3 Overpower. So that would be the difference. But me, I prefer to have more Overpower, and I'm sacrificing the Cunning for a bit of survivability, because I find that that is more useful to my style. Okay. And then you've got your, this is the Wavyy hammer build, but like I said, it will be released for the hammer proper at a later time. We wanted to do the exotics first. So Molten Edict with a Tenacious cell, Cunning cell, okay. You've got your Gnasher Cap with a Parasitic cell, that's your survivability. Light's Virtue with Cascade cell. You've got your Torgador's Brawn with Overpower and Overpower right here. And your Chrono Treads with Pulse and Pulse. Okay, basically this will give you +6 Cascade, +6 Cunning, +6 Overpower, +6 Pulse, +6 Tenacious, +3 Berserker, +3 Parasitic, and you've got your Ember Mains Rapture with a Cascade cell. So, just to show you how this will function, I'll actually take the more dangerous build, which is the Half-Life build, and we're going to go into a hunt, and we'll show you how this works. Cold Runner Key. Yeah, that'll be about effective. Should I go Snowblind Waste? Fuck it, let's just go to the Snowblind Waste. Okay, so now what you're going to see is the Half-Life build in action. I'll also go in and swap to the other build during this. So if you don't want to see the combat demonstration, you can take the builds. Go ahead, please enjoy them, alright? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And leave a tip if you guys feel like supporting my content. The link will be in the description of my video. It keeps my content running, keeps me running, okay, pays my food, stuff like that. So thank you very much if you do that. Okay, so we're gonna go in now and do this. We'll start with the Half-Life, and then we'll do the Tenacious later. I'm also sorry about my hair. I had no time to do it this morning because, like, as soon as I woke up, bang, we posted the Twin Suns build, and now we're like heavily testing this shit. And if you need the locations of exotics, don't forget that we've already put up all the videos showing each individual location, so you should have no trouble with that. Okay, here we are. Low 14 versus my poor little level. Like I said, with this one, taking a hit is a bad idea because you don't really have any extra survivability in it. God damn it. But the Tragic Echo does give you some cool stuff because you'll live upon death for a short while. Which against Graves is annoying as fuck, but hey. That's part of the fun, isn't it? So with Half-Life builds, unfortunately I'm not skilled at using them, but I figured I should put one out because the damage is quite intense. As you're about to see, right here, this thing is almost dead. And please remember, you won't always be facing creatures that are this high above you. See, it's already dead. So that is the literal power of the Half-Life version. If you're not afraid of death, or if you're very good at dodging, this is what you want to use. Okay, so I cut this one for time, but what I did was, after throwing down the thing, I decided to return to Ramsgate instead, and I just swapped out back. So this is the full life version that I talked about. Your only sustain is your parasitic, and you do not have increased attack speed here. So another thing I wanted to talk about is that, potentially speaking, right, if you feel that you're not getting enough attack speed on this one, you can actually swap this for the Shrike Seal. It would delay your cascade buffs, but again, it's genuinely up to you how you want to run this. So I'm just going to show you that version because I felt that it had potential. So we shall now go in there. Okay, so we're going into Snowblind Waste. Again, your Molten Edict is only level 6. So these builds, like, you've already seen the raw power of the Half-Life build. I really like that one. I really do. It's probably one of the only Half-Life builds that I'd actually use because of how potent it is. Again, I just like the potential of it. But for full life, you know, there are also options. So just know that it's not horrifyingly bad. So I'm going in again, this time with the full life build, and instead of the Embermanes, I'm using the Shrikes. Why? Because attack speed is glorious for the hammer, and in general, you always charge your lantern very quickly. So although you have cascade buffs, like, one thing you can actually do if you really want to up your attack speed even further, you can go for Conduit. If you feel you don't need any cascade buffs. Some people feel that they genuinely don't need any. It's really an up to you kind of situation. Okay, we've got an Azaga right in front of us. We'll go take care of that straight off the bat. Oh, it's a Primal 2. Okay, level 13. Let's get that done. So first things first, destroy the stupid suppressor. Oops. Failed that interrupt miserably. Now keep in mind that although you've got plenty of sustain from your parasitic, it still doesn't mean that you should be taking hits, alright? Because especially creatures like the Nezaga, they dish out a lot of damage, so you don't want to be in a situation where that's your norm. Okay, as you can see, the Nezaga's no easy prey. And if you feel like it, like you feel like you're not getting enough damage, what you can do is something like that. You can still shoot your little balls. But basically, you're just going to be waiting for a pick. Oops, I'm dead. God damn. Okay, there we go. So normally I advocate like no death on this, but unfortunately I'm not very good on the hammer, so I will die unfortunately. But again, power-wise, this thing is quite strong. So with level 6 Molten Edict, we've just taken care of level 13 Primal Nezaga. Again, the only survivability issue that you'd face here is mainly your parasitic not leeching enough. But again, you really shouldn't be fighting behemoths that are like 7 levels higher than you, unless you really want to. This is just an extreme version of the challenge that we always use to showcase the prowess of the build. In general, you'd be fighting things about 2-3 levels higher than you for the XP, and yeah, that is basically how it runs. So again, we've got a Scrave here, Primal. Okay, that did not work in my favor. Oh wow, what is this? What is this excessive bullshit? They seem keen on like killing me at least once each time before I go completely ham on their asses. But again, this is due to my lack of skill with the hammer. Oops, sorry about that. That was unintentional consequence of me being uncoordinated. And me having a shitty mouse. I'm supposed to prime those attacks, not hit hard. But yeah, once you basically get one knockdown, it's basically over for them. As you can see, the raw power of this is just in... You get a knockdown, they're dead. Your overpower takes care of the rest. So there you go. Sorry I died twice. Like I said, I'm honestly not good with the hammer, but... Again, if this build can carry my sorry ass through this kind of thing, you know, you can trust it. The Wavyy hammer build, both builds were actually designed by Wavyy, with slight modifications from me. The Wavyy hammer build will be out later on with my hammer tutorial as well. Again, I'm not very good, but I will do my utmost because I'm sure that if you guys can, I'm sure that 90% of you can play better than me, so you guys should be fine. And hopefully I'll get my new mouse by the 30th. I've already ordered it, so thank you to Lewis for sponsoring that. Okay, guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you guys will enjoy it. That is 2 builds that you can use with Molten Edict. Just, you know, to fight behemoths that you're comfortable with. You don't have to go through extremes like I'm doing right now. You want to, you can. Just make sure you play better than me. All right, thank you guys so much, and I'll see you all on the next one. Oh, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And of course, if you feel like it, just leave a tip. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.